All right, and we are back here as we have the four-seeded Utah Jazz going on the road to face the five-seeded Oklahoma City Thunder. The Thunder took both games in Utah in unexpected fashion as they won by 10 plus in each game. We'll see if they can do the same here in game three. Big game, what's your prediction for this one?
Well, I'm hoping Utah can get Rudy Gobert more involved after they've poorly used him in games 1 and 2. And I'm hoping Donovan Mitchell can play a lot better than he has the last two series. Obviously, he got hot there in the third quarter, I believe, last game, but they're going to need more scoring out of the out of their team here for the Jazz to beat the Thunder and sneak by for a game 3 win.
After that poor game two performance where Rudy Gobert had 4 points, 21 rebounds, yet the Jazz still lost by 10 plus in that game, and Donovan Mitchell's poor shooting just cost them the game. Big game. Is there any X factor besides Mitchell and Gobert for the Utah Jazz in this one?
It is, and it's off the bench. And his name is Jordan Clarkson. They acquired him at the trade deadline from Cleveland, and he needs to score the basketball for them to feel good about the Jazz bench, keeping him in a game here, or letting them win this game.
OKC is going to start off with a little post up for Steven Adams, but he passes it off. Big game. What have you thought about the matchup between Chris Paul and Mike Conley this series?
Well, you've seen Mike Conley really struggle. Chris Paul struggled as well shooting the ball up until fourth quarters of both game 1 and 2. He came on strong. Mike Conley has scored at times in this series. It seemed like he's come alive. As Luguentz Dort takes a tough shot there, no good. Still no scoring here early in Oklahoma City. But Mike Conley's played well. You know, he hasn't had much help around him. He's struggled shooting sometimes. He's very hot and cold, and that's how the Jazz have been this whole series.
And if you have to go to the Thunder side, who off the bench is the key for them? I'd say besides the sixth man of the year candidate, Dennis Schroeder.
Um, you see Nerlens Noel kind of as
Oh,
a
what a
fadeaway.
shot.
A fadeaway deep two there. I believe that was Royce O'Neal who hit that.
It was. You know, and we just saw the Raptors win on the road in Brooklyn. Do you think Utah can do it as well here?
I do. I think Utah has every chance to come back and win this series if they can just put together a good 3 game stretch here.
Tough shot. It looks like this Utah defense is doing what Quinn Snyder's wanted all series. Mike Conley for two. Rolls out. Ball in SGA's hands. Oh, they're going to clear out the lane for a nice Gallinari post up against Boyan. But to Dort, deep three. Wow, what a
Oh, and
shot.
Dort hits it.
Crazy
There's
shot
Dort
by
knocks
Dort.
down a deep three.
Another miss by Mitchell as he's 0 for 2 to start.
And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's played great defense on him so far.
And I think we can say he's played great defense on him all series.
Yes, you could say that. As Alexander missed a turnaround fadeaway there.
And big game, I know we keep saying Gobert needs to get involved in the offense, but if Quinn Snyder's now, wow, and that's off Donovan Mitchell there. Great defense again by Chris Paul and SGA combo have just been unstoppable this series. I know that we say we'd like to see Gobert get more involved in the offense. How would you do that? Or tell Quinn Snyder to do this?
Well, uh I'd play, I'd play just like the Thunder have. Like I would look at film and say, do you see how like they use Steven Adams and allow him to get post-up time? Oh, and then offensive rebound when Steven Adams here and he puts in a layup. I think they just the Thunder have almost seemed to utilize their bigs, someone else Steven Adams more than the Jazz have Rudy Gobert.
And I'd say that with someone with that much length, you'd like to see a two guard like Mitchell or even their one guard in Conley throw some alley oops off possible double teams or help side, but they just haven't had that chemistry this series. Oh, nice three by Conley.
Ooh.
This game is tied. Oh, and Chris Paul's wide open,
Chris
but loses
Paul
the handle.
loses the handle there.
Tough shot, can't hit, and Mitchell somehow steals that rebound away from Gallinari. Ooh,
Oh, Mike
tough
Conley. Oh,
finish.
Mike Conley hits again.
That'll be a Thunder timeout here.
I'm out by Oklahoma City.
Now the timeout. So far, we've had a pretty defensive game as the Jazz lead this one 7-5. And that'll be Thunder ball as it's off Clarkson. And right now we have most of the Thunder bench in as Dennis Schroeder, Diallo, Muscala, Ferguson, and Nerlens Noel have all checked in. Ooh, a nice 8-0 run by the Jazz in the past minute. Dennis Schroeder does not choose to take the wide open lane, but he gets a Diallo wide open. Rebound by Gobert. Clarkson for the oh, and he cannot hit the pull-up mid-range. And big game as we look at the Thunder side, what's their key to this one to close this series out right now in OKC 3-0?
Well, obviously they hope Chris Paul can shoot a little bit better than he has in the first couple of games before the fourth quarters. And off the bench, they're going to need Dennis Schroeder to continue to pour in points as he's been a great man off the bench in this playoffs as well as during the regular season. He's a possible Sixth Man of the Year candidate.
And this first quarter started off very nicely for the Jazz as they continue their scoring run. Oh, and it's stolen by Mudiay. He's going to take this all the way, but Noel swats it off the backboard.
Gobert offensive
Gobert,
and
wow.
Gobert decides to dribble it out with Nerlens Noel on him.
And he's still dribbling. He might have to take a jumper here. I don't know what he's doing.
Oh, he is.
Oh.
Rudy Gobert. Oh, Rudy Gobert saying F you to the Jazz offense, pulls up for the final shot there in a shot that he does not normally take.
Wow, and the Jazz lead this one 12-7. We're back in OKC as the Jazz lead the Thunder 12-7. And it seems like the Jazz have brought in all their bench players here. Nope, they're going to keep Rudy Gobert in once again to start this quarter. Tough shot. Mudiay hits it. Big game. We know Quinn Snyder is more of a defensive-minded coach. How do you think his defense has done so far today?
Well, I think so far it's been pretty good. He held OKC to, I believe, their lowest point total in a quarter of this series at 7.
Oh, blocked by Gobert.
Block.
But nope, no good on the shot, but it is a foul.
Davis. Nerlens Noel go to the line there.
And Noel hits the first free throw. Second is also good by Nerlens Noel. Oh, and it goes into the paint to Rudy Gobert. Oh, spin move, and he
Oh,
hits the
spin.
layup.
Oh,
There
oh,
it
and he
is.
finishes. Rudy Gobert.
We'll see if the Jazz switching up the offense works in this one. Oh, but
Oh, to
Noel.
Noel.
Wow. Great finish on the alley-oop and the pass from the three-point line.
Oh,
Shot by
Clarkson off the screen for
Clarkson, no
three. No
good.
good. Dort drives. Dort kicks it back to Schroeder. To Diallo, top of the key.
Oh,
Diallo drives.
blocked.
Oh, blocked by Ed Davis. Ed Davis stuffs it back in Diallo's face. Up at Moutier.
Oh, and he gets
Oh,
a
and
shooting
Moutier's
foul on that.
fouled.
Interior defense has been great so far for the Jazz, but Moutier misses the first free throw. But he hits the second. Chris Paul trying to get around Moutier, and he takes the fadeaway mid-range. No good.
No good.
Oh, but it's stolen by
Oh, and a
Adams.
turnover. And Schroeder with the nice. Oh, Dort with the nice finish there. Nice land.
Oh, and Donovan Mitchell
I
down
go
the
to bed.
lane.
No.
Good.
Huh? No, I love you.
Hits a nice layup there. Here comes Chris Paul off the screen. He's going to have a wide open mid-range. He hits
Got
it.
it.
Oh, Donovan Mitchell down the lane again, but he's going to slam this one down. And this is exactly what the Utah Jazz needed in Game 3. So far, it's been all Jazz with a 6-point lead.
Who's that?
Oh, a defensive 3 seconds by Ed Davis. And Danilo hits the free throw.
Steven Adams gets the ball at the top of the key, drives on Ed Davis. Oh, tough little runner and got it off the glass.
Wow, tough
3-point
shot
lead
out
now
of
for the
Adams.
Jazz.
We'll see if they go to the hot hand and Mitchell, but no, they're going to go to Bojan Bogdanovic. Oh, back to Mitchell. Oh, tough
No good.
miss.
Oh, shit, he goes Alexander with a nice spin there. Gets to the Dort, who's fouled by Royce O'Neal, and he's going to the line for two.
And Dort hits the first free throw. And the second.
And this Utah Jazz lead has been cut to one here by the Thunder in the second quarter.
Utah's got to keep the momentum going as they've done a good job moving the ball around, but just some tough misses so far on wide open shots. Here comes another miss. We'll see if the Thunder can take the lead. They do.
Dort again. And look at, he has nine of the Thunder 22 points here.
That's
Dort's
just
the
been the
X factor
equal
here in
scoring.
game 3.
Oh, and he gets the foul call. And Donovan Mitchell knocks down both free throws. Coming down to about 1 minute left in the first half. We'll see how OKC handles this offensive possession.
Oh, three,
Oh,
Paul.
what a
Good,
shot
Chris
by Chris
Paul.
Paul.
With Mike Conley in his grill, CP3 knocks down the 3 to give the Thunder a 2-point lead.
In Gobert's hands, but back to Conley. Oh, blocked off the
Oh, blocked by
rim.
Adams.
And it's Ferguson in
Oh,
the
corner chance,
corner.
Ferguson.
Cannot
No
hit.
good. Gobert with the rebound.
They're going to have a wide open cutter,
Ingles.
but don't give
Oh,
it to Gobert. Wow.
Mitchell with the step back. No good. 10
About 10
seconds left here
seconds
in this
left.
first half in Oklahoma City. Aaron Ferguson backs it out. He gets a Paul. Paul down low. Doesn't get to go.
2 seconds left.
Ingles up ahead.
And I don't think that
Half-court
shot got off in time.
And the Thunder, who are down most of this first half, come back and have a 2-point lead here at halftime in game 3.
And we're going to get over to our halftime show and look at our halftime stats. And right now, the Jazz shooting 43% with 23 points, 13 rebounds. Well, the Thunder is shooting 41% and 11 rebounds. Big game, what stands out for you there?
Well, you see it's a pretty close battle so far between the rebounds, shooting percentage, and assists, steals, block. I mean, it's pretty even across all the categories, which makes it sense why it's a close game. But obviously, you see Donovan Mitchell has 6 points at halftime, which is big. That's something that the Jazz needed. And you've also seen for the Thunder, Lucas Dort has really taken over this game for the Thunder and allowed them to stay in this and have a lead at half.
All right, we're going to head back to OKC for the second half. And it'll be Jazz ball to start the second half. Big game. Would there be anything you want to change if you Utah Jazz in the second half offensively?
Well, I'd continue to get open shots from Mike Conley and Donovan Mitchell, but I'd like to see to see them get the ball in the post a little bit more with Rudy Gobert. Oh, and Mitchell, a tough
Wow,
fadeaway
that is
three.
not
Doesn't
the
miss
shot
last.
they need.
That is a shot clock violation.
And if you're the Thunder, I'll give you the same question. Are you going to change anything going in the second half?
Oh, it's a steal there by Conley, and he scores. If I'm the Thunder, I'm pretty content with where I'm at as well. You're up 2-0 in this series. You're up 2 at halftime after being down in the first half. I mean, not much to complain about.
Yeah, especially with Dort carrying the load offensively. We know that SGA and wow, tough Euro step, and SGA nails that one. SGA and Chris Paul have been the ones carrying the load, and sometimes Gallinari. Oh, Bogdanovich for
Oh, pull
three.
up three.
Good.
And he hits it.
Oh,
Gives
no,
it.
that'll
Oh, a
be a
deep
two
two, they
on the
call it.
line.
A deep two ties up this game.
Oh,
Oh, a
and,
nice behind the head
but
pass.
the
Oh,
foul
and
is
Gobert.
called.
Oh, and Rudy gets a call for it.
And Dort now in double figures here as he's up to 11 points. Bogdanovich with a deep
Oh,
three, and
another
he hits
three.
it. Wow.
Bogdanovich now with a deep two with his front line, and now a deep three, and sinks them both.
We'll see if he's the X factor here in the second half. Oh, Chris Paul almost gets it stolen, but he takes the shot. Cannot hit. Nice pass
Up
by
ahead.
Mike Conley to Clarkson.
And you see now the Jazz taking over the field goal percentage lead here in the third quarter and are up three. Oh, and another block by Gobert. Gobert another rebound. Rudy Gobert having a defensive minded third quarter here as he has many blocks and rebounds.
And as we have about 3:30 left, we go to our sideline reporter, R. Hayes. R. Hayes, what do you have for us? Thanks for that report, R. Hayes. Wow, what a block by Rudy Gobert there as he continues his huge third quarter. And big game, what do you think about that point by Billy Donovan saying this one's over? You think the Utah Jazz are going to take that lightly?
No, I believe that might cause a little bit of tension here in this series, which is maybe why the Jazz have come out and played so well here in Game 3. A little fire to add to their fuel that they've had being down 2-0, losing both games at home so far.
Oh, and a pass to Rudy Gobert, and he slams it down.
Oh, finishes down.
We'll see if the Thunder bench can answer here. Oh, as SGA still in the game, can't hit. Oh, no look pass and
pass from Clarkson and
one.
one. And Bogdanovich is taking over here in this third quarter.
You know, we already know he's a 20 plus per night scorer, but he just hasn't been here the whole series. He had a good game one, but not much scoring in game two. And he hits the free throw to give the Jazz an 8-point lead. Big game, do you think we're seeing just random games here, or is it just how it's going to be the rest of the playoffs with the road teams continuing to dominate?
And you saw there a missed tip slam from Nerlens Noel and a turnover by Bogdanovic. It has been surprised to see all the road teams really be successful here in these playoffs. Obviously, showing home court advantages. No such thing here in these 2020 NBA Sim playoffs as Noel gets down low and he hits that one. And I think we will continue to see road success. I think a lot of these teams down 2-0 have a lot of good players that can come back and make this a series again.
Oh, and that's blocked by Noel. Utah gives the ball to Clarkson in the corner. He'll have a screen, and he attacks Noel and gets the foul. The Thunder crowd is not happy about the call there as they believed it was a block. And Clarkson hits both free throws to keep this lead at 8 for Utah. And here comes Mike Conley and brings it to a 10-point lead for the Jazz on
Wow.
the road. What a run by Utah in the third quarter. We'll see if the Thunder have any life in them after this huge run by Utah. Oh, and it's tipped back by Mike Conley to Donovan Mitchell's hands for the rebound. And he doesn't go right past him, but he does a spin move.
Oh,
Wow,
nice
what a finish.
spin.
Oh, and it's stolen again by Mike Conley. Wow, he's played some great defense here.
Oh, up ahead to Joe Ingles, and Ingles finishes.
If you're the Thunder here, big game, what can you do about this huge run?
Well, they need to get some stops here defensively. They need to get the ball to the bucket. They've taken some tough shots here. They need to get underneath the rim as Gallinari tries that here. Kicks it out to 3 for Ferguson. That's no good.
Wow, and this Thunder crowd is not happy about this performance.
Oh,
Oh,
Ingles
blocked
down
by
low. Oh,
Noel,
another block by
but he'll be out
Noel.
of bounds. .9 seconds here for the Jazz. Clarkson for three, can't finish. The Jazz lead here in OKC by 14. We're back here from Oklahoma City as the Jazz lead the Thunder in Game 3 by 14. And that great no-look pass on the fast break by Jordan Clarkson is our assist of the game. Now, big game, we see Chris Paul sub back into this game, and Dennis Schroeder had a very cold third quarter there. Do you think there'll be any comeback here out of the Thunder?
I think you'll see one. I think you'll see Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. The three guards really try to take over. Shooter missed there between Shooter, Chris Paul, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. They'll be taking the majority of the shots here down the stretch to see if the Thunder can get back in this game.
And as we talked about the Jazz keys to this game, do you think they've given it to Gobert enough in this one, or just enough to have this lead?
Well, I don't think they've given it to him enough, but they still have a 15-point lead here. Obviously, their other playmakers showed up here. Bogdanovich really did. Off the bench, Clarkson really played well, and Mike Conley's really played really well here in Game 3. His best game of the series by far.
Yeah, and the Thunder's defense has been a big key to start, and the Utah Jazz answer in this one with great defense.
Adams slips one by Gobert there and able to finish under the hoop there for 2, and the Jazz will take a timeout here up 14.
Seems that Quinn Snyder just wants to avoid the Thunder going on any sort of momentum lead to try and cut into this lead. Donovan Mitchell to the paint. Oh, there will be a foul call. And Mitchell knocks down both free throws. This lead is up to 16 for the Jazz. We'll see what the Thunder's offense brings here as SGA goes around the screen on Adams. Fadeaway. It's good.
Got it.
And if you look at that field goal percentage, Utah up from their halftime field goal percentage around 43 up to 54, and Thunder actually down to 40 from their 41. Oh, and the ball's
Oh,
knocked around to
steal.
Adams.
Steven Adams. Goes Alexander. Can't finish on a layup.
Oh, and it's
Oh, another
stolen. It
steal.
is by Dort and
Another
Chris
steal by the
Paul.
Thunder.
We'll see if they can finish on this fast break. Oh, Danilo's wide
Oh,
open,
down
and he
there,
gets it
and he
through.
got it.
We'll see if the Thunder can pull together a run here. Around 3:35 left in the fourth quarter, down 12. And
And
almost
Mitchell
stolen
loses it
again.
again. He gets
But
it
he's going to
back.
get. Wow, and this is tough defense by those Thunder guards right now.
Ingles, a step back three, in and out. Gillis Alexander the rebound. Thunder running again.
I think the Thunder have missed some opportunities on the fast break. They missed that one layup, and they're going to get it this
And they
time,
have
though.
Adams on Ingles, and it's a 10-point lead now for the Jazz.
Jazz need to waste the shot clock here in the fourth quarter, and they're going to go to Angles in the post. To Donovan Mitchell for three. He does not take the shot. Takes the mid-range, though. Can't hit.
Gallinari the rebound.
Big game. We got 2:30 left. Thunder on a little run here. Do you think there's any chance they can come back down 10 in this little time?
I do as Chris Paul cuts that lead to 8. You've seen how in the Jazz timeout here, as you've seen their defense is just picked up here late in this fourth quarter, steal after steal, tough shot after tough shot, and they've been able to score the basketball to cut into this lead.
And as you said earlier in the show, Chris Paul's had his performances in the fourth quarter. We'll see if he can do it again. And our player of the game right now, Mike Conley. What a defensive performance. And his fast break offense has been key for the Jazz to getting up to a 16-point lead at one point, but now it's down to 8. We'll see if he can help them clinch out this game 3. Big game, big possession here for Utah trying to end the Thunder's run. Who are you going to?
Mike Conley has really played well here in this game, so I would have to give the ball.
Oh, and a
As
tough
Mitchell takes a tough one
miss.
there. And I'm surprised that Mike Conley did not even get to touch that ball, but we'll see if the Thunder can continue to cut into this lead here. Oh, and it's a foul on Bogdanovic.
Probably saved a wide open 3 there. Good foul by Bogdanovic, except one more foul and the Thunder will be shooting free throws. Danilo Gallinari for 3. It's good! This is down to a 5-point game. Wow. This is reminding us of that Mavs Clippers comeback here. As the Thunder, once down 16 in the quarter, have cut it down to 5. This Thunder crowd is very loud right now. Go.
Mitchell
Mitchell finishes.
Mitchell. A tough finish there by Mitchell and a big bucket there for the Jazz.
They're going to need a quick answer here. Oh, and he misses the mid-range.
Misses on a mid-range pull-up there. Big miss there for the Thunder.
It seems like Mitchell's been their man offensively as they keep feeding him despite some misses in the fourth quarter. And there's another miss. Chris Paul for 2. It is good.
Oh, got it.
53-48, and they're going to start fouling here. Mike Conley. Oh. They're going to try with the double, but he gets past half court. Joe Angles does not take the 3.
Pump fakes a 3.
Donovan Mitchell wide open 3.
Mitchell 3. Doesn't get it.
Wow, an abysmal fourth quarter besides that one clutch shot for Mitchell, and this has kept the Thunder alive. We'll see if Chris
Chris
Paul
Paul
takes
down
that
low.
step
Conley
back.
on him. Steps back.
Oh, and it rolls
Oh,
out.
rolls out. And he'll follow Rudy Gobert, who's going to go to the line with the Jazz up by 5 with 9.9 seconds left.
Big game. We got to appreciate the effort, though, by the Thunder. They knew they were having a tough game, but they at least gave some great effort and momentum coming into game 4. They'll probably be down here 2-1 in the series. I mean, up 2-1 in the series still.
Yes, I would agree. They had a great fourth quarter here at home. Something to build off of going into game 4 here again at home in Oklahoma City.
And are you surprised by both higher seeds tonight go on the road down 2-0 to get both series to game 4?
Like I said before, I'm not surprised because the teams that were down 0-2 were more capable, as most of them were higher seeds, more capable of winning a game in the series with the stars that they have. As a mystery there, and the Jazz will end up winning this one in game 3.
And we're going to head to our post-game show as Utah takes it in OKC 55-48. And we go to the box score. Big game, what stands out for the Thunder for you?
Well, you see, Lugueras Dort was the leader at halftime with points, and he ended with the same amount he had at 11. Chris Paul obviously struggled 4 for 10. He came, I believe he had 2 or 3 shots there in the fourth quarter late to help the Thunder cut the deficit, but it wasn't enough. Gillis Alexander struggled shooting, going 3 for 9 tonight. And other than that, Danilo Gallinari only got 3 shots. That's tough. 1 for 7 from Shooter off the bench. That's their big score off the bench. He didn't get it going. So even for a poor shooting effort tonight from the Thunder, they were able to come back late in the fourth quarter and then make this a ball game.
Yeah, and as we go into game 4, I think you're going to need that even scoring that they had in game 1 and 2, along with a much better defense as the Jazz offense finally came alive. And we're going to go over the Jazz side. Donovan Mitchell had a pretty rough fourth quarter to allow the Thunder to come back. As you said, you wanted to see the ball in Mike Conley's hands in that fourth quarter, as Mike Conley had 11 points, 4 assists, and 3 steals on 5 of 8 shooting. Bojan Bogdanovic, though, that was the key run in the third quarter. He hit all 3 of his shots and that and one free throw in the third quarter. What else stands out for you on Utah's side?
Um, well, Rudy Gobert obviously had a nice game again. With 11 rebounds, he put in that and had 3 blocks. Only took 3 shots, but he had 6 points. Something I saw with Donovan Mitchell, if you look at his plus minus, he was the only Jazz starter in minus territory, which is something you don't like to see. Is that probably and with his struggle in the fourth quarter, which is what allowed the Thunder to make this a ball game again. But for the Jazz, you walked away with a win. You lived to see another day, and you hope that you can come out and have a good shooting performance in game 4.
Well put, big game. And that's all we're going to have for tonight. But tomorrow we have 4 big playoff games, all game 3s for you here at Mutombo's Popeyes broadcasts. We'll see you soon. Thanks for joining us.